They laughed when two Deathworlders walked in. They weren't laughing when they left HFY Sci-Fi stories. Ambassador Vraxen's mandibles clicked in disgust as he scuttled toward the Galactic Council chamber, his ceremonial robes dragging across the polished floor. "Another meeting to waste my cycles," he muttered to his aide, a jittery Freelaxian named Tix. "Trade disputes, pronoun debates. Why bother?" Tix's antennae twitched nervously. "Sir, this one's different. 2 new species are up for admission, from the same planet." Vraxen's 4 compound eyes narrowed. 2? That's rare. Where from? Tix checked his datapad. "Sol 3, sir. They call it Earth. Humans and canines uplifted to sentience. Dogs, they say." Vraxen snorted, a harsh buzz. "Probably some algae eaters who'll grovel for the photosynthetic block's votes." But Tix's voice dropped, his eyes wide. "It's a Class 12 death world, sir. Verified." Vraxen froze, nearly tripping Tix. "Class 12? Impossible. Nothing sentient survives above Class 8. What's the data?" Tix rattled off the horrors. "Extreme gravity, 21% toxic oxygen, temperature swings of 150 degrees, tectonic quakes, megafauna predators, microbial warfare potential." Vraxen's exoskeleton paled. "And we're letting them in? Who approved this madness?" Tix shrugged. "The exploratory committee called them adaptable." The chamber buzzed with tension as Vraxen took his seat among the arthropodian delegates. Over 400 species filled the vast amphitheater, their whispers sharp with unease. "Doubled the guards," hissed a beetloid nearby. "Emergency shields around the platform." Vraxen glanced at the reinforced barriers, his gut twisting. The jelly-like Grand Minister floated to the center, bioluminescence pulsing. "Esteemed representatives," its voice boomed through the translation matrix. "Today we consider dual admission from Sol 3, Earth. The humans and their uplifted companions, canines. A hologram of Earth spun above, blue oceans and jagged continents glowing." Murmurs erupted. 70% water? Liquid dihydrogen monoxide? Gasped a vapor mist delegate. "How do they not dissolve?" The Grand Minister continued. "Humans have Tier 3 space travel, with colonies on their 4th planet. Canines, uplifted by humans, match Tier 4 sentience." The hologram shifted, showing human and canine biology. Gravity, 2.7 times standard. Oxygen-rich atmosphere, corrosive to most. Regular catastrophic storms. The crowd stirred. "They consume life forms, plants and animals, through internal chemical digestion," the Grand Minister added. A silicate delegate sparked in shock, static crackling. Vraxen leaned forward, mandibles twitching. "Predators." The chamber dimmed, and the massive doors slid open. Silence fell like a blade. 2 figures entered. The human, Sofia Delgado, wore a sleek silver uniform, her movements fluid despite Earth's crushing gravity. Beside her, Luna, a canine with glossy black fur, strode in a matching vest, her sharp teeth glinting. No suits, no respirators, just calm, predator eyes. Vraxen's aide whispered, "Ancestors save us." Sophia raised a hand, voice clear. "Greetings, Galactic Council. I'm Sofia Delgado for humanity. This is Luna for the United Canine Nations." Luna's rumble translated. "We come in peace, seeking friendship." The Grand Minister pulsed warmly. "Welcome. Your lack of protective gear. Is it safe?" Sophia's lips curved. A smile, Vraxen later learned. "Your air's a bit thin, but we manage." Vraxen's mandibles dropped. Thin? Their air would choke most species. The Council was about to learn what Deathworlders could do. And Vraxen sensed a mystery lurking behind those predator eyes. The Galactic Council chamber hummed with unease as Sofia Delgado and Luna stood on the central platform, Earth's hologram spinning above. Ambassador Vraxen, his mandibles twitching, watched the Deathworlders with a mix of dread and fascination. Sophia's calm predator eyes scanned the 400 species assembly, while Luna's tail flicked, her sharp teeth catching the light. The Grand Minister's bioluminescence pulsed, signaling questions. "Representatives, you may inquire," it announced. Appendages shot up, and Vraxen braced for chaos. A Floretian, its petals quivering, spoke first. "Your species eats other organisms? Plants, animals, digested internally?" Sophia nodded, unfazed. "Humans and dogs are omnivores. Earth's high-energy demands shaped us. We process diverse foods to thrive." Luna's rumble translated. "Dogs once hunted, but humans taught us balance. We eat to live, not to harm." The chamber stirred. A silicate delegate sparked. "You admit to predatory origins?" Sophia's smile was disarming. "Origins, yes. But we've built cities, art, starships. Predators can dream too." Vraxen's aide, Tix, whispered, "They're proud of it?" Next, a gaseous collective expanded nervously. "Your planet's wars. Weapons that could destroy it thrice over. How do you justify this?" Sophia's gaze steadied. "Humanity's past is messy. We built those weapons in fear. But we've spent centuries unbuilding them, choosing peace. Our scars taught us wisdom." Luna added, "Dogs know loyalty. We fight for pack, not destruction. Humans learned this from us." The collective deflated slightly, unnerved by the canine's clarity. Vraxen's exoskeleton clicked. Reasonable predators were scarier than mindless ones. A navigational minister, a pulsing electromagnetic entity, projected a star chart. Earth's location, between Orion and Sagittarius arms, is strategic. A trade hub, but near contested zones. "Your intentions?" Sophia stepped forward. "We seek partnership, not conflict. Earth's colonies prove we explore with curiosity, not conquest." Luna's ears perked. "Dogs smell trouble before it starts. We'd rather greet neighbors than bare teeth." The minister flickered, intrigued but wary. Vraxen couldn't stay silent. He stood, mandibles loud. "Your adaptability. 70% of council worlds wouldn't kill you outright. That's a threat." Sophia met his gaze, unflinching. "Adaptability isn't aggression, representative. Earth forged us to solve problems, not start them. We're here to learn, not dominate." Luna's translated growl was soft. "Humans taught dogs trust. Dogs taught humans hope. Together, we build, not break." The chamber quieted. Vraxen's objection hanging awkwardly. He sat, antennae twitching. Tix muttered, "They turned my words against me." The Grand Minister pulsed thoughtfully. "Your resilience is unprecedented. But concerns remain. Your Deathworld classification, Class 12, raises questions about future risks." Sophia's voice was firm. "We understand. Earth proposes transparency, mutual research, open borders. Judge us by our actions." Luna's tail wagged. "Pack grows stronger with trust, not fear." Whispers spread, some approving, others skeptical. As the session paused, Vraxen noticed a glitch in the hologram. A flicker, brief but deliberate. His compound eyes caught a cloaked drone hovering near the platform, unregistered. Sabotage. He glanced at Sophia and Luna, who seemed unaware, their focus on the delegates. Earth's admission was shaking the council, but something, or someone, wanted them to fail. Vraxen's instincts buzzed. These Deathworlders were trouble, but the real danger might already be inside the chamber. The Galactic Council chamber buzzed with nervous energy during a recess, representatives clustering in agitated knots. Ambassador Vraxen's compound eyes tracked the cloaked drone he'd spotted. Now gone, its glitch in the Earth hologram, a fleeting clue. Sabotage wasn't new in council politics, but targeting Deathworlders like Sofia Delgado and Luna felt bold, even reckless. Vraxen scuttled to his aide, Tix. "Check the chamber logs. That drone wasn't registered." Tix's antennae quivered. "Sir, that's above my clearance." Vraxen's mandibles snapped. "Then get me someone who can." Across the chamber, Sophia sipped water, her silver uniform catching the light. Luna, the canine ambassador, lay beside her, ears twitching at every sound. Their ease in the council's toxic air, lethal to most, unnerved Vraxen. He approached, robes swishing. Ambassador Delgado, your world's reputation precedes you. Sophia's smile was polite but sharp. Reputation or fear? Representative. Luna's rumble translated. Dogs smell fear before it speaks. Vraxen's exoskeleton tightened. Your adaptability is concerning. What stops you from overwhelming weaker species? Sophia leaned forward. Our history. We fought ourselves, learned the cost. We seek allies, not subjects. Luna's tail flicked. Pack protects, not conquers. The Grand Minister's bioluminescence signaled the session's restart. We resume Earth's admission review. Questions? A crustacean defense minister raised a claw. Your weapons. Planetary destroyers. Will you share them? Sophia's voice was steady. We've dismantled most. Earth offers defensive tech, not doomsday tools, under council oversight. Luna added, dogs guard the den, not burn it. The minister's plates clicked, unsatisfied. Vraxen noted a silicate delegate whispering to a gaseous collective, their glances darting to Sophia. A faction was forming. Anti-Earth, and fast. A Floretian minister spoke next. Your culture, art, music, for no survival purpose. Why? Sophia's eyes lit up. Humans create to connect, to dream. Art's our soul. Luna's translated bark was warm. Dogs sing with howls, bond with play. Together, we make life more than survival. The chamber softened, some delegates swaying. Vraxen felt a grudging respect, but the drone's glitch nagged him. Someone wanted Earth's bid to fail. Someone with power. As questions wound down, the hologram flickered again, this time projecting a distorted image. Earth, but with red cracks, like it was breaking. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Sophia's jaw tightened. Luna's hackles rose. The Grand Minister pulsed, alarmed. Technical error. We'll investigate. Vraxen's eyes locked on a hooded technician slipping out a side door. No error. Sabotage. He signaled Tix. Follow that tech. Discreetly. Tix scurried off. Sophia addressed the chamber, voice firm. Earth's not fragile, nor are we. We've survived worse than glitches. Luna's growl translated, mess with pack, you get teeth. The crowd stirred, some nodding, others shrinking. Vraxen's mandibles twitched. These Deathworlders were rallying support, but the saboteur's move meant danger was closer than anyone thought. The vote loomed, and Vraxen sensed the real fight hadn't even started. The Galactic Council chamber's lights dimmed as the session adjourned, but Ambassador Vraxen's mind raced. The hologram sabotage, Earth cracked like shattered glass, was no glitch. His aide, Tix, had trailed the hooded technician to a restricted maintenance bay, only to lose them in a maze of conduits. They knew the layout, sir, Tix reported, antennae drooping. Vraxen's mandibles clicked. Someone inside the council's playing dirty. Get me those bay access logs. Tix nodded, scurrying off. Vraxen glanced at Sofia Delgado and Luna, who stood near the platform, unfazed by the crowd's wary stares. Deathworlders, he thought, were too calm under pressure. Sophia adjusted her silver uniform, whispering to Luna, whose ears flicked in response. Vraxen approached, curiosity overriding caution. You handled that disruption well, Ambassador. Sophia's eyes met his, piercing. We're used to storms, Representative. Takes more than a bad hologram to shake us. Luna's translated rumble was dry. Dogs don't flinch at shadows. Vraxen's antennae twitched. You suspect foul play? Sophia's smile was cryptic. Let's say we're not surprised. Earth's made enemies just by existing. Vraxen's gut churned. She knew more than she let on. Outside, in the council's crystalline corridors, delegates gossiped. They breathed our air like it's nothing, a mollusk hissed. And that canine's teeth, Nightmare fuel. A vapor mist pulsed. Vraxen overheard a silicate delegate muttering, "The Orion faction won't let Deathworlders join. Too risky." The Orion faction, hardline isolationists, were they behind the sabotage? Vraxen filed it away, his instincts buzzing. Back in the chamber, the Grand Minister called a private session for key delegates, including Vraxen. Sophia and Luna were invited. A rare honor for applicants. The topic: Earth's strategic position. A navigational minister projected a star chart. Sol 3's crossroads location could destabilize trade routes, it crackled. Sophia countered. Or strengthen them. Earth's colonies are secure, our ships fast. We offer stability. Luna's bark translated. Dog scout paths others miss. We'll keep the roads clear. The minister flickered, impressed. A defense minister. Its armored plates clanking, pressed harder. Your adaptability, surviving 70% of our worlds, makes you a threat. What if you turn on us? Sophia's voice was steel. We've survived by cooperation, not conquest. Humanity's wars taught us peace is harder, but better. Luna's eyes gleamed. Dogs don't bite the pack that feeds them. Vraxen watched the room split. Some swayed, others hardened. The Orion faction's leader, a silicate named Zorath, glared, its sparks cold. As the session ended, Vraxen caught another glitch. A security drone's feed briefly showed a cloaked figure tampering with the chamber's power grid. The feed cut out. He signaled Tix. Trace that signal now. Sophia noticed Vraxen's tension, her gaze sharp. Trouble, representative? She asked quietly. He hesitated, then leaned in. Stay vigilant, Ambassador. Not everyone wants you here. Luna's low growl translated. We're ready. Vraxen scuttled away, heart pounding. The saboteur was escalating, and Earth's resilience was about to be tested, not by words, but by fire. The Galactic Council's crystalline corridors shimmered under artificial stars, but Ambassador Vraxen's mandibles clicked with unease. The tampered power grid and vanishing cloaked figure pointed to a saboteur, likely tied to the Orion faction, led by the silicate Zorath, who wanted Earth's admission blocked. Vraxen's aide, Tix, scuttled up. Datapad glowing. Sir, the signal trace failed. Someone's jamming our systems. Vraxen's eyes narrowed. Inside job. Double-check the maintenance crew's credentials. Tix nodded, antennae trembling, and hurried off. In the chamber's anteroom, Sofia Delgado adjusted Luna's vest. The canine's black fur gleaming, their calm in the council's toxic air, fatal to most, still rattled Vraxen. He approached, robes swishing. Ambassador Delgado, your composure is unsettling. Sophia's smile was wry. Earth's taught us to roll with punches, representative. Luna's rumble translated. Dogs don't bark at every breeze. Vraxen's antennae twitched. You've noticed the disruptions? Sophia's gaze sharpened. Holograms cracking, drones glitching, hard to miss. Someone's nervous about us. Vraxen hesitated, then muttered, Be wary. The Council's not all allies. The session resumed. The Grand Minister's bioluminescence pulsing. We discuss Earth's provisional terms. A trade minister, an arachnoid with spindly legs, scuttled forward. Your microbes, billions in your bodies. A contamination risk? Sophia nodded. Our microbiomes are symbiotic, contained. We've got sterilization protocols for shared spaces. Luna's bark was firm. Dogs and humans evolved together. Our germs don't jump species. The minister's eyes blinked rapidly, half convinced. Vraxen noted Zorath's sparks flaring, displeased. A cultural minister, a harmonic being of shifting notes, vibrated. Your art, created for joy, not survival. Explain. Sophia's voice warmed. Humans paint, sing, write to feel alive. It's how we find meaning. Luna's tail wagged. Dogs dance with joy, howl with heart. We teach humans to live in the moment. The chamber softened, some delegates swaying. Vraxen's exoskeleton relaxed, but Zorath's cold stare chilled him. The silicate was plotting. Then it happened. A low hum surged, and the chamber's lights flickered. Emergency shields snapped up around the platform, trapping Sophia and Luna inside. Gasps echoed as a holoscreen flared, showing a fake feed. Earth's colonies in flames, labeled human aggression. Sophia's jaw clenched. Luna's hackles rose. The Grand Minister pulsed, alarmed. "Cease this! Who's responsible?" Raxon's eyes locked on Zorath, whose sparks dimmed suspiciously. He signaled Tix. "Check the grid now!" Sophia's voice cut through the chaos, amplified by the shields. "This is a lie. Earth's colonies are peaceful. Someone's scared of what we bring. Truth, strength, unity." Luna's growl translated, "Mess with Pack, you get bit." A crowd stirred, some cheering, others hissing. Raxon stood, mandibles loud. "Grand Minister, this is sabotage. Investigate before judging." The shields dropped, and Sophia nodded at Raxon, a flicker of respect in her eyes. As the session paused, Raxon's gut buzzed. The Orion faction's move was desperate, but effective. Doubt was spreading. Sophia and Luna's resilience was winning hearts, but the saboteurs' next strike could turn the Council against them. Raxon wasn't sure why, but he wanted Earth to succeed, and that scared him more than their predator teeth. The Galactic Council chamber was a storm of whispers as technicians scrambled to trace the fake holofeed showing Earth's colonies ablaze. Ambassador Vraxon's mandibles twitched, his compound eyes scanning for Zorath. The silicate's absence during the chaos screamed guilt. Orion faction sabotage, no doubt. Vraxon's aide, Tix, returned, panting. "Sir, the grid's override came from a secure terminal. Only high-ranking delegates have access." Vraxon's exoskeleton tightened. "Zorath's allies. Find out who swiped into that terminal." Tix nodded, scurrying off. Sophia Delgado and Luna stood near the platform, unfazed by the fading emergency shields. Sophia's silver uniform gleamed under flickering lights, Luna's glossy fur rippling as she sniffed the air. Vraxon approached, wary. "You're calm for prey in a trap," he said. Sophia's laugh was sharp. "Prey? Earth doesn't raise quitters, representative." Luna's translated bark was dry. "Dogs hunt trouble, not hide from it." Vraxon's antennae flicked. "You've made enemies, powerful ones." Sophia's eyes narrowed. "Good. Means we're shaking the right trees." The Grand Minister reconvened, its bioluminescence dim with strain. "We address the disruption." "Earth's representatives, your response." Sophia stepped forward. "That feed was fake. Our colonies are thriving, open for inspection. Someone's scared of what Earth brings. Progress, unity." Luna's growl was firm. "Pack doesn't break under lies." The chamber split, Floretians nodded, silicates hissed. Vraxon saw Zorath re-enter, sparks cold. The silicate was too confident. A defense minister, its crustacean claws clacking, spoke. "Your strength, lifting masses under high gravity. Could you overwhelm our forces?" Sophia's voice was steady. "Humans trained to build, not destroy. Our strength serves peace." Luna's ears perked. "Dogs protect, not attack. Our jaws guard, not crush." The minister's plate shifted, intrigued. Vraxon caught a gaseous delegate whispering to Zorath, their forms tense. The Orion faction was rallying. A scientific minister, a pulsing orb, floated up. "Your microbes survive radiation lethal to us." "A weapon." Sophia shook her head. "Our biology's tough, not hostile. We'll share medical tech to prove it." Luna's tail flicked. "Dogs smell poison before it spreads. We'd warn you first." The orb dimmed, swayed. Vraxon's respect grew, but so did his unease. Zorath's allies were too quiet. Then, a low rumble shook the chamber. Alarms blared, oxygen levels spiked, toxic to most delegates. Masks dropped for aliens, but Sophia and Luna stood unbothered, breathing easily. Vraxon's suit hissed, filtering the air. The Grand Minister pulsed frantically. "Evacuate non-essentials!" Sophia's voice rang out. We can help. Humans and dogs thrive in this. Let us assist. Luna's bark translated. Pack saves pack. Delegates hesitated, then nodded, some fleeing, others staying. Vraxen watched Sophia guide a Floretian to safety. Luna nudging a gasping mollusk toward a mask. Their resilience shone, turning panic into order, but Vraxen's eyes caught Zorath slipping into a side corridor. A device glinting in its grip. The oxygen spike was no accident. Sabotage, meant to frame Earth. Vraxen signaled Tix. Track Zorath, now. Sophia met Vraxen's gaze. A silent question. He nodded slightly. These Deathworlders were allies worth having. But the Orion faction's next move could burn the Council down. The Galactic Council's emergency lights cast eerie shadows as the oxygen spike subsided. Delegates coughing behind masks. Ambassador Vraxen's suit hissed, filtering the air. But his compound eyes tracked Zorath's retreat into a corridor, a device glinting in the silicate's grip. The Orion faction's sabotage was brazen, spiking oxygen to frame Earth as a biological threat. Vraxen's mandibles clicked sharply. Tix, get me that corridor's security feed, he ordered. His aide's antennae quivered. On it, sir, but the system's locked tight, Vraxen buzzed. Then crack it. Sophia Delgado and Luna moved through the chaos, guiding a trembling Floretian to a safe zone. Sophia's silver uniform was smudged. Luna's fur ruffled, yet their calm anchored the room. Vraxen intercepted them near a shattered hollow panel. You saved lives today, he said, voice low. Sophia's eyes glinted. Just doing what Earth taught us. Adapt, survive, help. Luna's translated bark was crisp. Pack doesn't leave stragglers. Vraxen's antennae tilted. Someone wants you blamed for this. Watch your backs. Sophia nodded, a spark of trust forming. The Grand Minister, its bioluminescence flickering, reconvened a skeleton session. We investigate this breach. Earth representatives, your actions today, commendable. A trade minister, its arachnoid legs twitching, spoke. Your medical tech, can it counter such toxins? Sophia replied, our immune systems handle worse daily. We'll share biotech to shield council worlds. Luna's ears flicked. Dogs sense danger in the air. We can train your sensors. The minister's eyes widened, intrigued. Zorath, back in its seat, sparked coldly, silent but watchful. A navigational minister projected a new chart. Earth's colonies, near pirate lanes. Can you secure them? Sophia's voice was firm. Our fleets patrol tight. We've tamed worse than pirates. Earth's oceans were our first battleground. Luna's growl translated. Dogs guard the herd, no matter the storm. The minister pulsed, swayed. Vraxen saw delegates lean forward, but Zorath's allies, a gaseous collective and a crustacean, whispered darkly. The Orion faction was losing ground, and that made them dangerous. Then, a sharp beep cut through. A security drone overhead sparked and plummeted, crashing near Luna. She leaped aside, teeth bared, as Sophia shielded a nearby delegate. The chamber froze. The Grand Minister pulsed. Another attack. Vraxen's eyes caught a faint signal pulse from Zorath's console. Too quick to trace. He stood, mandibles loud. Grand Minister, scan delegate consoles. This is no coincidence. Zorath's sparks flared, but it said nothing. Sophia addressed the crowd, voice ringing. Earth doesn't start fights, but we finish them. Someone's testing us. Let them try. Luna's snarl translated, play dirty, you get the claws. Cheers mixed with hisses. Vraxen's aide returned, whispering, feed scrambled, but Zorath's clearance was used. Vraxen's gut buzzed. The silicate was neck deep, but proving it meant risking his own position. Sophia caught his gaze, nodding slightly. These Deathworlders were rewriting the Council's rules, and Vraxen was starting to bet on them. But the next sabotage could spark a war, and Earth would be the scapegoat. The Galactic Council's chamber was a maze of flickering lights and tense whispers as technicians cleared the downed drone's wreckage. Ambassador Vraxen's mandibles twitched. his eyes locked on Zorath's console, where a signal pulse had betrayed the silicate's sabotage. The Orion faction's gambit, framing Earth for chaos, was unraveling, but Vraxen needed hard proof. He leaned to Tix, his aide's antennae rigid. Dig into Zorath's clearance logs. Cross-reference with maintenance access. Tix gulped. Sir, that's treason-level snooping. Vraxen buzzed. Do it, or we're all ash. Sofia Delgado dusted off her silver uniform, Luna shaking debris from her fur. Their predator calm sent shivers through the crowd. Vraxen approached, voice low. You're making friends, and enemies, fast. Sophia's smile was steely. Earth's used to doubters. We proved them wrong. Luna's translated rumble was sharp. Dogs don't chase tails. They catch. Vraxen's exoskeleton prickled. Zorath's not alone. This goes deep. Sophia's gaze hardened. Then we'll dig deeper. The Grand Minister, its bioluminescence steadying, called order. We proceed with Earth's terms. Science exchange. A scientific minister, a glowing orb, pulsed. Your radiation resistance, could it be weaponized? Sophia shook her head. We've survived solar flares, not built bombs from them. Our biotech heals, not harms. Luna's bark was clear. Dogs smell sickness before it spreads. We'll share that gift. The orb flickered, convinced. Vraxen saw Zorath's sparks dim, its allies shifting uncomfortably. A cultural minister, its harmonic notes swirling, spoke. Your stories, tales of struggle, love, why share them? Sophia's voice softened. Humans tell stories to remember who we are, to hope. It's our strength. Luna's tail wagged. Dogs live stories, loyalty, courage. We teach humans to act, not just dream. The minister vibrated, enchanted. Vraxen felt the chamber tilt. Earth was winning hearts, but Zorath's silence was a coiled spring. Suddenly, a low hum surged, and the chamber's gravity wobbled. Delegates floated briefly, then crashed. Sophia caught a Floretian mid-fall, Luna nudging a silicate upright. Alarm screamed. The Grand Minister pulsed. Stabilize systems! Vraxen's suit sensors spiked. Gravity manipulators tampered, traced to a hidden relay. Zorath's console flickered again, a split-second signal. Vraxen stood, mandibles roaring. Grand Minister, see Zorath's console. This is sabotage. Zorath sparked violently. Baseless accusations. The crowd gasped. Sophia's voice cut through, calm but fierce. Earth survived quakes worse than this. We don't break, we build. Whoever's behind this, we're not your enemy. Luna's snarl translated. Hurt pack, you bleed. The chamber erupted. Some cheered, others recoiled. Vraxen's aide whispered. Logs confirm Zorath's clearance, sir. But there's a second user. Unknown. Vraxen's gut twisted. Zorath had a partner, higher up, and they were desperate. As order returned, Sophia met Vraxen's eyes, a silent pact forming. We need to talk, she said quietly. Vraxen nodded, antennae still. These Deathworlders were rewriting the Council's game, and Vraxen was all in. But the saboteur's next move could crash more than gravity. It could spark a galactic rift, with Earth at its center. The Galactic Council's corridors glowed faintly, but Ambassador Vraxen's mandibles buzzed with tension. Zorath's console had been seized, its logs confirming sabotage, but a second, unknown user hinted at a deeper conspiracy. The Orion faction's desperation to block Earth's admission was clear. But who was pulling Zorath's strings? Vraxen's aide, Tix, scuttled up. Datapad flickering. Sir, the second user's clearance traces to the High Council. Someone above Zorath. Vraxen's eyes widened. Get me names, Tix. Quietly. Tix's antennae drooped, but he nodded. In a private alcove, Sofia Delgado and Luna met Vraxen, their silver uniforms stark against the crystal walls. Sophia's predator eyes were sharp, Luna's nose twitching. You're sticking your neck out, representative, Sophia said, arms crossed. Luna's translated rumble was blunt. Dogs respect bold moves. What's the play? Vraxen's exoskeleton clicked. Zorath's a pawn. Someone higher wants Earth out. I need your instincts. Sophia's brow arched. You're betting on Deathworlders now? Vraxen buzzed softly. I'm betting on winners. The chamber reconvened. The Grand Minister's bioluminescence steady but dim. We address Earth's defense terms. A crustacean minister, its claws snapping, spoke. Your fleets, fast, durable. Could they outmatch ours? Sophia's voice was clear. Earth ships are built for survival, not supremacy. We'll share navigation tech, not war machines. Luna's bark was firm. Dogs run ahead, not over. We scout, not strike. The minister's plates shifted, mollified. Vraxen saw Zorath's sparks flicker. Its allies, a gaseous collective, hissing softly. A harmonic minister, its notes swirling, asked, Your bonds, humans, dogs, so tight, why? Sophia's tone warmed. Humans dream big, but dogs keep us grounded. Loyalty's our backbone. Luna's tail flicked. Humans gave us voice. We gave them heart. Together, we're unstoppable. The minister vibrated, enchanted. Vraxen felt the chamber sway, but Zorath's silence was ominous. Then, a sharp crack echoed. The chamber's star chart hollow warped, projecting a new image. Earth's moon, exploding in a fake feed labeled Human Test Weapon. Gasps erupted. Sophia's fists clenched. Luna's teeth bared. The Grand Minister pulsed. Explain this. Vraxen stood, mandibles roaring. Another fabrication. Check the hollow emitters. Technicians scrambled, finding a tampered relay. Zorath's sparks dimmed, but a gaseous delegate's form swirled too calmly. Sophia faced the crowd, voice like steel. Earth doesn't destroy homes. We rebuild them. This lie's meant to divide us. Luna's snarl translated, trick a dog once, shame on you. Try twice. Your lunch. Laughter mixed with unease. Vraxen's aide whispered, the relay signal links to a High Council code. Counselor Silith, gaseous collective. Vraxen's gut twisted. Silith, Zorath's mentor, was the puppet master. Sophia caught Vraxen's eye, her nod subtle. We're in, she mouthed. Vraxen's antennae stiffened. These Deathworlders were fearless, and he was tied to their fate. The council teetered. Earth's resilience was winning. But Silith's next move could frame them for treason. Vraxen needed proof. Fast, or the Deathworlders' bid would crash in flames. The Galactic Council's chamber buzzed with suspicion. The fake moon explosion feed still haunting delegates' minds. Ambassador Vraxen's mandibles clicked furiously. Counselor Silith, a gaseous collective and Zorath's mentor, was the sabotage's mastermind. The Orion faction's plot to smear Earth was unraveling, but Silith's High Council status made them untouchable without ironclad evidence. Vraxen leaned to Tix, his aide's eyes wide. Cross-check Silith's access with every tampered system. We need a link. Tix gulped. Sir, that's poking a supernova. Vraxen buzzed. Poke it. In a secured lounge, Sofia Delgado and Luna stood with Vraxen, the canine's nose sniffing the air. Sophia's silver uniform gleamed, her voice low. Silith's your big fish, huh? Luna's translated growl was sharp. Big fish bleed when bitten. Vraxen's antennae flicked. Silith's careful. We need a trap, something only Deathworlders can pull off. Sophia grinned. You want us to play bait? We're game. Vraxen's exoskeleton shivered. These predators were fearless. The session resumed, the Grand Minister's bioluminescence pulsing warily. We discuss Earth's trade terms. An arachnoid minister scuttled up. Your metallurgy, forged in volcanoes. Too advanced for us? Sophia shook her head. Earth's metals are tough, like us. We'll share forging techniques, not weapons. Luna's bark was clear. Dogs don't hoard bones. We share the hunt. The minister's legs relaxed, swayed. Vraxen saw Silith's form swirl. Its allies, a silicate incrustation. Too still. A scientific minister, its orb glowing, asked, "Your senses. Dogs detect chemicals we can't. Spying tools?" Luna's ears perked. "Dogs smell truth, not secrets. Our noses save lives, not steal them." Sophia added, "We'll train your scanners with our tech." Openly. The orb pulsed, convinced. Vraxen's respect grew, but Silith's calm was a warning. Then, a high-pitched whine pierced the chamber. The air shimmered, and delegates clutched their heads. Sonic disruptors, tuned to alien nervous systems. Sophia and Luna, unaffected, sprang into action. Sophia disabling a hidden emitter under a console. Luna sniffing out another in the walls. The Grand Minister pulsed. "Cease this!" Vraxen's suit filtered the sound, his eyes catching Silith's form flicker. A signal sent. He roared, "Trace that pulse! It's High Council!" Silith swirled. Outrageous slander. Sophia addressed the chaos, voice booming. "Earth survived worse than noise. We don't flinch. We fix. Whoever's doing this, we're not your threat." Luna's snarl translated, "Hide in shadows. We'll still find you." The crowd roared, some chanting Earth's name. Tix whispered. Silith's signal went to a cloaked ship in orbit, military grade. Vraxen's mandibles froze. Silith wasn't just sabotaging, they were planning an attack. Sophia met Vraxen's gaze, her voice low. "Set the trap. We'll spring it." Vraxen nodded, antennae rigid. Earth's resilience was rewriting the Council's fate. But Silith's ship was a wild card. Vraxen needed to expose them before the vote, or Earth would face a war it didn't start. And the Deathworlders' redemption would be a galactic funeral. The Galactic Council's maintenance bay hummed with static, its dim lights hiding Ambassador Vraxen's tense frame. The cloaked ship in orbit, linked to Councilor Silith's signals, was a military-grade threat. Proof the Orion faction wasn't just sabotaging Earth's bid, but planning something bigger. Vraxen's mandibles clicked as he briefed Sofia Delgado and Luna in a shadowed corner. "Silith's untouchable without evidence," he said. "That ship's our key." Sophia's predator eyes glinted. "Then we draw them out. Make them think Earth's vulnerable." Luna's translated rumble was sly. "Dogs play hurt to lure the wolf." Vraxen's antennae flicked. "Risky, but I'm in." Tix, Vraxen's aide, scurried up, datapad shaking. "Sir, Silith's clearance accessed the ship's comms. Encrypted orders to strike during the vote." Vraxen buzzed. "Can you jam it?" Tix's antennae drooped. "Not without alerting them." Sophia grinned. "Don't jam, hack. Send a fake signal. Say Earth's defenses are down." Vraxen's exoskeleton prickled. Deathworlder cunning was terrifying. And brilliant. The chamber reconvened, the Grand Minister's bioluminescence pulsing cautiously. "We discuss Earth scientific exchange." A glowing orb minister floated up. "Your endurance, surviving tectonic quakes. Could it disrupt our worlds?" Sophia shook her head. "Earth's quakes forged our grit, not chaos. We'll share seismic tech to stabilize your planets." Luna's bark was steady. "Dogs feel tremors first. We'll teach your systems to listen." The orb dimmed, swayed. Silith's form swirled, its gaseous allies too quiet. A trade minister, its arachnoid eyes glinting, asked, "Your agriculture? Thriving in harsh soils. Too aggressive for our ecosystems?" Sophia's voice was warm. "We tame deserts, not invade them. Our crops can feed your barren worlds." Luna's tail flicked. "Dogs guard fields, not trample them." The minister's legs relaxed. Vraxen saw delegates nod, but Silith's calm was a storm brewing. Then, Sophia's comm beeped, a planted signal, per their plan. She feigned alarm, addressing the chamber. "Earth's orbital defenses just glitched. Temporary exposure. We're fixing it." Luna's growl translated. "Pack strong, but we don't hide wounds." The crowd murmured, some concerned, others smirking. Vraxen caught Silith's form pulse, a signal sent. Tix whispered, "Ship's moving, sir." "They bought it." Vraxen's mandibles tightened. The trap was set. As the session paused, a holoscreen flickered, showing a cloaked vessel descending toward Council space. Silith's strike force, lured by the bait. Vraxen stood, voice booming. "Grand Minister, scan that ship. It's unauthorized." Silith swirled. "Preposterous." But the Grand Minister pulsed, ordering a scan. The holo revealed military signatures, linked to Silith's codes. Gasps erupted. Sophia met Vraxen's eyes, nodding. "Nice move," she mouthed. Luna sniffed the air, ears perked. Her translated bark was low. "Trouble's close. Not just the ship." Vraxen's gut buzzed. Silith's allies were still in play, and the vote was hours away. Earth's resilience had exposed the snake, but the Orion faction's fangs were bared. Vraxen was all in with the Deathworlders, but one wrong step could ignite a war, and Earth would take the blame. The Galactic Council's chamber crackled with tension, the holoscreen still glowing with the cloaked ship's military signatures. Councillor Silith's sabotage exposed. Ambassador Vraxen's mandibles buzzed, his compound eyes darting to Silith's swirling form, now cornered but defiant. The Orion faction's plan to frame Earth was crumbling, but Luna's warning, "Trouble closer than the ship," gnawed at Vraxen. He leaned to Tix, his aide panting. "Scan for secondary signals." "Silith's got backups." Tix's antennae quivered. "Sir, that's High Council level tech." Vraxen snapped, "Find it!" Sophia Delgado and Luna stood firm on the platform, their silver uniforms scuffed but proud. Sophia's calm voice cut through whispers. "Earth's not your enemy. That ship's proof someone fears our strength." Luna's translated snarl was fierce. "Dogs don't let snakes slither free." Vraxen approached, voice low. "You've got the Council's ear, but Silith's allies are moving." Sophia's grin was sharp. "Let them come. We're built for storms." Luna's ears twitched. "Smell a rat, we hunt." The Grand Minister, its bioluminescence flaring, addressed the chaos. "We suspend Silith's voting rights pending investigation." Earth's terms, cultural exchange. A harmonic minister, its notes dancing, asked, "Your rituals, celebrating survival. Why?" Sophia's tone softened. "Humans honor life with festivals, dances. It's how we heal." Luna's bark was warm. "Dogs run with joy, mourn with howls. We teach humans to feel deep." The minister vibrated, captivated. Silith's gaseous ally pulsed angrily, losing ground. A navigational minister projected a star map. Earth's trade routes, near contested zones. "Can you keep peace?" Sophia nodded. "Our colonies negotiate, not fight. We've tamed worse than border disputes." Luna's tail wagged. "Dogs mark paths, not wars. We guide, not clash." The minister pulsed, convinced. Vraxen saw delegates sway, but a crustacean ally of Silith's claws clacked ominously. Then, a sharp jolt rocked the chamber. Micro-explosives detonated in the ventilation, spewing a faint toxin. Delegates choked, masks failing, but Sophia and Luna breathed easily, rushing to aid a collapsing silicate. Sophia's voice boomed. "We've got this. Earth's lungs handle worse." Luna's bark translated, "Led pack to safety." They guided delegates to an airlock. Vraxen's suit filtering the haze. The Grand Minister pulsed. "Contain this." Technicians traced the toxin to a hidden rig. Silith's backup plan. Vraxen stood, mandibles roaring. "Councillor Silith's allies triggered this. Scan their consoles." Silith's form swirled. "Lies!" But a scan revealed a crustacean signal, linked to the rig. The crowd roared. Tix whispered, "Sir, a second ship's in orbit, smaller, cloaked, Silith's escape." Vraxen's exoskeleton tightened. Silith was slipping the net. Sophia caught Vraxen's gaze, her voice urgent. "We can intercept that ship. Give us clearance." Vraxen hesitated, then nodded. "Do it." Luna's translated growl was fierce. "Time to chase the fox." The Deathworlders' resilience was turning the tide, but Silith's escape could rally the Orion faction for a counterstrike. Vraxen was betting on Earth, but the Council's vote hung on a knife's edge. and the next blast could shatter everything. The battle's heating up, but Sophia and Luna aren't done. Earth's resilience is shaking the Galactic Council, and the Orion faction's schemes are crumbling. Yet a bigger fight looms. Will the Deathworlders win the vote and rewrite the stars? Don't miss the next part for more heart-pounding action. Smash that like button, share with your cosmic crew, and subscribe to catch the epic continuation.